Doom Eternal has been out for almost a year now, and the last time new content was added to the game was more than 4 months ago in the form of the Super Gore Nest Master level. Replaying the same levels over and over again does get stale, and in the last 2 months or so I found myself playing the game for the sole reason of getting gameplay footage for my videos. This shows that although Doom Eternal is a phenomenal game, it isn't infinitely replayable. This, however, might no longer be true since the release of Proteh's Enemy Randomizer, a mod which randomizes all enemy encounters in the base game of Doom Eternal and The Ancient Gods Part 1. This mod is an amazing idea. But how is it executed? In this video I want to talk about Proteh's Enemy Randomizer, what I liked about it, what I didn't, and if it gives Doom Eternal infinite replayability. First, let me make clear which version of the mod I will be talking about. This mod has 3 versions, of which I've played only one, the balanced New Game Plus version, which I think is the one most people will go for. This version spawns you with everything unlocked from the very start, and is balanced around that fact. Now, let me discuss what I liked about this mod. The first thing is that it makes all the arenas I've played so many times actually feel fresh. Since the enemy spawns are random, every time you enter an arena you don't know what to expect, and it is impossible to prepare for an encounter, which adds another layer of challenge to the combat. Well, I say that it adds challenge, but since the arenas are random, you might get an arena which is easier than its vanilla version, but more often than not, this mod will generate arenas which are noticeably more difficult. I regularly had to fight double marauders during my first playthrough, and getting stuck in a small room with a marauder, doom hunter and archvile is not that rare. Another thing I like about this mod is how its random encounters test your knowledge of the game. If you don't know the properties of your weapons, the weaknesses of different enemies, how to use your equipment, and how to use the environment to your advantage, you will get ripped to shreds in no time. The random nature of the arenas also gives you extra motivation to play better, because every time you load a checkpoint, the arena is randomized. So if you die in an arena, that's it. That arena beat you, and you will never get the chance to beat it in the future. The final thing I would say I like about this mod are the hilarious things that happen from time to time due to the mod spawning enemies in places they're not supposed to spawn. These kinds of bugs are funny and entertaining, unlike something like the blood punch not working half the time, so I hope they never get fixed. Now I want to talk about things I don't like and some game-breaking bugs I've encountered. First is the teleporter in the beginning of the Mars core level. When you get out of said teleporter, you can't pull out a weapon for a second, so you are completely defenseless. This is not an issue in the vanilla game, since you only have some fodder and a baron with his back towards you. But with this mod, you will find yourself face to face with a bunch of heavy demons, which are throwing everything they have at you. If possible, this room should be left as it is in the vanilla game. Another thing I don't like is that sometimes I'm left without any fodder to chainsaw, and I have to fight something like a marauder with the chain gun and 1 bullet. Sure, I can just shield bash him to death, but Doom Eternal's combat loop was designed with having fodder to chainsaw at all times in mind, and this mod can sometimes just replace all fodder with heavies, resulting in having no way to replenish your ammo. This doesn't happen all the time, but it's not super rare either, so I think that it should be addressed at some point. When it comes to game-breaking bugs, the only one I've experienced so far is getting locked in the rocket launcher room in the Cultist Base Master level. This is everything I can think of when it comes to things I dislike about this mod and issues I've had with it. In conclusion, I can say that this mod is genuinely amazing, and everyone on PC should try playing it at least once. I love how it makes every single arena feel fresh and pushes the player to improvise and think on their feet instead of relying on memorizing spawns. It may not be perfect, but it's pretty close, and if some more work is put into it, I can see it becoming the mod which will keep this game alive a decade from now, since it generates a different single player campaign every time, effectively making the game infinitely replayable. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe for more Doom Eternal content, and see you in the next one.